Oi, oi, lads.
Can you do the scam with no drum? It'll be worse. I feel like it can be worse and still be fine, right? Like you don't need the... You only need to scam on turn 2 if scamming on turn 3 is not good enough, right? And I think scamming on turn 3 is good enough, no? There's also more ways in this version than we had yesterday to discard the scam cards if we don't want to use them. Like this scam would just be like an option for the deck rather than the only thing we can do, like it was yesterday. Let's try it. Instant Gandalf, huh? Was a split sideboard only for best of 3 thing? Isn't the whole sideboard only for best of 3? Nah, you can have 7 sideboard cards for best of 1 as well, just so that you can use like cards like Karn, things like that, right? Learn cards, yeah. I mean, it should remove that split when you've selected the best of 3 for your deck, but that's another thing entirely. The Formidable Speaker. Ooh, resolves. Snap resolves too. Well, we've got to take an elemental because that's what my cavern's on. I'll take the one that digs, bro. Dig, 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 dig. Get snared, boy. Snaring 4 mana cards. Judge, judge. Deceit solos. I mean, Deceit is good against Gandalf, of course, yeah, but I can't cast it yet. I can cast this one. Deceit is six mana, bro. Rest in peace. I mean, ideally I'd like to map token first, but I guess it kind of possibly wastes a graveyard usage. Okay, nice surveil. That was the card's useless. I've got a question for you, chat. Is Kavaero unplayable dog shit? Seems like the worst card in the deck, doesn't it? So I can pay no more lies on the Kavaero now, but I mean the Cavern's nice, innit? I should probably cast the Wistfulness while it's like definitely a counter they're holding up, because next turn they could be holding up Revelation, right, which would beat my Cavern. I got eight lands next turn, so we can just cast 2 Kavaeros. That's pretty good. Mana base feels so much better than the deck yesterday already, man. Look at this. I'm just casting my spells. That's fun. Wan Shi Tong for $1 million. Let's try Speaker Boy. I'd love to take Ardyn, but I've got a Cavern, right? I've got to make use of it, so let's keep taking the Elementals. Deceit can bounce your own stuff as well, so we can, like, bring back Kavaero, bring back Awaken, that kind of thing. Ultima! Deceit my ass. Nice cards, Oppo. Nice cards, bro. Does their draw spell say search? Because I could Kavaero into a Wan Shi Tong, huh? Look at top X. I assume stock up also just says like look at top 5 or something like that. Yes, look at top 5. Kavaero. I'll pay. I'll not pay. The judge. Good time for Ardyn, innit? Man, another speaker is kind of good actually. But I'll go Wistfulness. Oh right, I don't have black mana available. What have I just done? For fuck's sake. Easy Pierce. I'm sure that will be relevant. Should actually keep a. I'll keep a land so I have not dead after all for the Ardyn. I need to play 6 power obviously, so they actually die if they don't rip a bomba here. Stupid Ardyn's so bad. I mean, I really don't want to cast this into a counterspell though. Like, not that... If they have 3 steps ahead, it's disaster to cast this pre-combat. I think most other cards, it's worth it. I guess the Revelation is would also be bad to cast it. Yeah, I'll just attack. We're really playing around top deck in the perfect card though. Yeah? Why wouldn't you? We can't lose by playing around it, so why would you not? Is Pierce good here? I don't know. I just don't see how either player wins before Pierce is completely dead. It's the same thing about their No More Lies as well. Do we need better Triumph? I don't think like the Saga plus Deceit is enough removal, surely. Is Emptiness bad in your opinion? I think it's good. A good card. It just makes the mana base too bad, man. Like if it was Sultai colors, I would have it in the deck. But the hit to the mana base is nowhere near the like what it provides. Because it's just a removal spell in it. You can't even use the reanimate part of it. It's just a it's a virtue that doesn't give you a virtue. 2 mana, -3/-3. Sun doesn't really do much, but luckily opponent's not going to do much anyway, so we can just wait until we draw cards that do stuff. Thank you, Control Boy, for giving me all the time in the damn world. I only have 1 starting pound, right? Yeah. Spell Snare countering the consoles is quite cool, man. Any gas? Any gas in this here deck? Soon, I'm sure. If I enjoy Jeskai Control, what archetypes do you recommend? Therapy, bro? Or like BDSM. One of those two will be right up your alley. I'd imagine. Alright, we can hard cast, or we can cheese cast and play around No More Lies. Taking notes, BDSM and therapy, bro. Probably both. Like, maybe even at the same time, huh? If the internet is anything to go by. Let's do a little pussy cast. Green. Green. Beep. Beep. Do not counter my spells ever again, Oppo. I can't believe they kept in Helix. It doesn't kill any of my creatures. I mean, it literally doesn't kill anything. Good choice for a discard, at least. Do you identify with BDSM archetype? No, I've never played that deck, man. I'm sure it's fine. I'm semi-confident it's quite overrated, I would assume as well. What do we got here? 8 mana. With 8 mana, I should wait on the Deceit until I draw 1 more land. Kavaero's so shit. Against control it is, yeah. But amazing against aggro, though. Mana spent blue, blue, black, 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 colorless. Deceit, what a card. 2 for 1 and it didn't even resolve. OP. It would be quite like, I don't know, man. It is tempting to just cut Kavaero from the deck, though, honestly. It really is quite bad, Kavaero. You'd rather cut Awaken and play 4 Caverns? That's because not only are you a best of 1 gamer, but you also have an anti-Gandalf bias. Couldn't cast Kavaero too yesterday, but I mean we're playing against a lot of control decks, and Kavaero is the worst card in the deck against Gandalf. It is the only card in the deck that needs setup, right? And your cards that need setup are the ones that are bad against control decks. So whether Kavaero is good or not, Kavaero is just an anti-aggro card. Whether it's good or not depends entirely on the meta, right? Like, it is good enough against aggro, and it is not good enough against control. It's not... There's nothing... It's not more complex than that. Maybe Annul is worth it, man. Any Gandalfs in the chat today? How many rest in pieces will they have? Most likely it's 2 or 3. I guess it could be 4, but yeah, 4 is a bit unlikely. Who do you use spell pierces against? Decks that cast non-creature spells, mate. But ones that don't make a land drop every turn, though. Spell pierce is insane against lessons, for example. It's not very good against Jeskai control, because even the games that we win, we cannot win the game without Pierce being dead, right? They have so much removal that we will never win before Pierce is dead anyway. So you shouldn't play it in matchups like that. Ecuador. I can discard 1 rip, and I've got Awaken for the other. I can't quite cast Awaken yet, but do we even care about rest in peace though? There's not any point in taking 1 when there's 2 though. Should just take the card draw spell, I think. Or should I? Don't know. Rest in Schweeses. Ecuador. My snare's probably not very good now, because I've just discarded all their 2-mana cards. But hey. Damn, I can Kavaero a Wistfulness, but I don't actually... I won't get any effect, man. Yeah, I guess I'm passing. I need that blue land first. Fucking Kavaero. It's so ass, isn't it? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I've seen a lot, like, who's posted this Jeskai deck list, man? Every single person's playing the same one. Weird. It's like the 5th time I've played against the exact same Jeskai control deck. It fucking doesn't do anything. It's not the same person. Trade, huh? Really? What about taking an Unagi? I mean, do they even draw any cards? All of their cards are like put shit into hand, aren't they? I think it's only the spree counterspell that like actually draws. It's quite like, it's good against single target removal, yeah, but we don't actually care about any individual creature getting killed though. No landlording, please, deck. No landlording today. Snaring a kicked consort, that feels good. That does feel good. Guys, I think I just missed lethal by clicking, spamming click. I was clicking my mouse, I didn't mean to do that. I was spamming my mouse on the spot that the card selection was. Great. Great. That is about the 100th time that's happened to me too. Oops. Well, one Kavaero might be good, man. But you need to be wary of like changing too much just after playing against a control deck, right? God, you need to be so careful with your land drops with this deck. Holy schmolies. Blood Crypt, huh? Huh? What is going on here, Oppo? I mean, I see an Overlord, so I'll pick the thing that removes it, I guess. Seems like it can't be too wrong. Don't discard cards from my hand, you swine. Man, the deck feels nice, doesn't it? It feels nice. It's so consistent, dude. It's consistent and powerful, which is quite a combo. You have an 80% win rate with it, does good on the ladder with the control deck? Yeah, but I mean, have control is always good for the first 2 days, isn't it? As I said. Guys, does anybody know what I'm playing against? Because I do not. I absolutely do not know what I'm playing against. Usually aggro is what feels good for the first few days. Ah, but that's a control deck with no new cards, man. A control deck that's trying to use new cards, yes. Awkward for the first few days, but a control deck with no new cards, where you're just gonna beat all the shit tribal decks, right? Yeah, sure. It'll be fine, of course. I don't know how to sideboard, because I don't know what they're playing, so... I mean, they used Overlord, so does that mean I add Leyline? Don't know, mate. The Hex is maybe dead, but Rakdos, like, it's hard to play a graveyard deck with Rakdos that doesn't use, like, the small creatures that loot, though. Like, they'll probably have FOMOs and stuff, right? I would assume. The anti-sentence. 2 mana to discard or -2/-2. That doesn't seem very good. Four Overgrown Tombs. Nice. Passage is so nice, isn't it? What a beautiful land. What are we playing against? The whole best of 3 is over, and I don't even know what their archetype is. I have no idea. Turn 1 holding up Pierce and Fatal Push. What is this, vintage, bro? Insane. Watery Grave, Watery Grave. Bats, huh? Bats, bats, bats. Scam off the top one time. Scam or Saga, please. Speaker also good here. So, literally anything that lets me spend my mana. Meh. Deceit or draw? I mean, with Momo in play, I guess Deceit. I picked the flyer. Momo in life gain, huh? Do they even have enough flyers for Momo? I guess you have to do a stop every time you cast Wistfulness, right? In case you draw a scam card. Don't you want me, baby? Better triumph. Man, how about they print some shocklands where it costs 1 life to use them instead of 2? You were doing that with Momo? What do you mean I was doing that with Momo, bitch? With Momo I had like 24 flyers or something. You are yapping. Ah! Hey, 4/4 bat though. Pretty good. This deck just feels so nice, man. Like, just so nice. It's crazy how much smoother it feels than the one yesterday. Hey, chat, is Wistfulness gonna draw a land? Yeah, I believe. I believe. Of course it's a land that costs life, but hey. I think it might be time for the 4/4 bat. I think like the scam package as a secondary option is just infinitely better than like being your plan A. Crazy. How about a shock land that deals no damage at all? Yeah, boy. Now you're talking. That or Deceit. I'll go back. For flying lifelink, discard a card. And gas. So I've got one snare, one pierce main, and then one more of each sideboard. But they're kind of both good against this deck, though, aren't they? Maybe snare's a little better, huh? The 3-drops don't really get hit by either, to be fair. This is an insane matchup for the bringer, though. But like, I guess with like multiple 3-drops, I should maybe play the Triumphs. I've got Awaken though. Maybe they are better than Awaken though. Here at least. Try this. It possibly should be two Triumph, 2 Sagas main deck, honestly. The Sagas are great, but they're less less absolutely necessary because of the Wistfulness. you just couldn't play the deck without them before. But I mean, I guess you can now. Another question, are there any situations where siding in cards without taking any out is valid? It scares me to say no to that, but I'm pretty confident no, there are no situations where you want to do that. Like, close to zero. Very close to zero. I don't think... I've played this game for 8 years. 9 years. I don't think I've ever done that. And I don't regret having never done it. I'm pretty confident no. God, it's such filth, isn't it? It's so filthy. Nice 2-mana 2/1s, mate. What? If there's no land in the graveyard, it's you get forced to take the Ardyn. That is an insane scam. What on earth? Right, I think Oppo and I were playing different formats there. Don't think so. The deck has so many new cards and they all make it better, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus I guess Scam's like kind of a new card. Ooh, okay. We have a full Scam Andy. Let's see, chat. The old magic question. Raw power versus consistency. Let's see. I always back consistency, but that's because I'm a boring bastard. What can I say? Pierce is going to be great, yeah, but it was good that they played Wistfulness, right? The Pierce only works against Wistfulness. If they did Deceit, they'd be able to discard the Pierce before casting the Scam card, which would be a little sketch, wouldn't it? I don't think Snare works against Evoke. No, it doesn't work against Overlord, so I assume it's the same principle. I cannot remove the drum. So I can bounce the drum or hold up Pierce. That's not much of a choice. Oh, they are playing a Vibrance version. Very interesting. The Cavern of Souls. Can I get one of my, like, 100 lands that turn on these verges, please? Beans with this? Don't tempt me with a good time, baby. Man, being on the draw sucks, huh? I have to play so fucking passively here because I'm on the draw. I don't know, man. What's the play? I don't know. Speaker, yeah, but I have to actually play an elemental, otherwise I get a bit rolled. If I play speaker, I get a bit rolled by Sunderflock, huh? I need to have at least like one elemental on the board. Brother, have you got different art drums? Tell me you don't. Nah. Nah, lock this boy up. They need to go. You can't do that, bro. That is disgusting. Get this guy in prison. Right, if an elemental enters, deal damage equal to its power to each opponent. Well, I mean, they don't have any elementals right now. I should save the passage, because the passage I can maybe do for red. And then Kavaero will be able to deal 3 to this thing if I find a Kavaero. It could be interesting. The speaker itself can make double red with starting town, but we can't really rely on the speaker staying alive. Is this damage always... It always goes face, okay. Donk, donk. Ow! Yeah, like here I can do Vibrance and hold up a Snare, or I can just bounce the champ, maybe. But I guess I can do a full Deceit, and red as well. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Draw, discard, that's fine. Can I please gain some life? They need a land to hardcast the Deceit at least. Wistfulness. Eh? Man, kind of tempting to copy that guy, isn't it? Surely if I just Deceit, that'll be lethal, right? Over the course of a couple turns. Even if they top deck a Deceit and hard cast it, bounce one of my guys, they're still dead on board. The dynamic board shifting, it is really cool, man. Yeah, this is one of the best boards we've had. So they are full, no messing around. Elemental tribal, huh? Yeah, maybe with these new elementals, I guess stroke is a bit better, huh? I didn't see the value in having stroke sideboard, but I kind of wish I had some right now. I think I'll just keep one pierce, one snare. Because they'll have we've got the pierces for the scams, and the snare, I guess, is a bit awkward because it hits Ashling, but they have like tons of caverns and stuff, so maybe it should be 2 pierces. Duress can't be right, huh? It cannot be right. I guess I'll play 1 snare then. 2 pierce, 1 snare, 1 negate, 2 triumph. Maybe the push, the hex is better than the snare, but it's a small difference. Does snare do anything? Well, it hits their looter guy, and it'll hit their sideboard cards as well, right? Oppo? You're playing Fat Creature Tribal, you kept a 1 lander. You're goddamn crazy. Okay, the deck is farming. Well, like, Speaker, discard, bringer, get Kavaero. Just draw a green, bro. Just draw a green land. It's not that hard. Easy. Saved by passage, as usual. Leyline Weaver. Against Cub, it's got to be a bounce, right? Especially with no 1-drop. Goodbye, Weaver boy. Wait, can Deceit bounce himself? Other permanent, okay. Other perm. I'd be busted if it did itself. What? Would it? Like repeatable 6 mana discard spell? Not that crazy. This is Mambo number 5. Can you relax, Oppo? Well, I'm not going to be able to make any blocks and have the speaker survive, so I guess I should blight. To me, that makes sense. Now, Deceit would be great for after Kavaero, but I mean, I won't be able to cast it though. Let's pick the guy we can use. No more graveyard hate, please. Cub Bozo. Speaker's hella busted, damn. Yeah, it can be even better than this in some decks, because it combos with Cub too. We're not even using the Cub, but can untap. So tap Cub land for 2, untap for 1, make another 2. It can even be ramp as well in some decks. Ridiculous card. Stop hating on my graveyard, Oppo. Have they taken a full turn without spending any fucking mana? Mambo number 5. Alright, awful. Chill out, mate. Chill out, chill out. Donk, 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 donk. 1, 2, 3. Perfect hoofing. We're gonna go multiple snares, but Pierce is quite good against those tutors, man. Rhythm is such a busted card, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's try the Harvester. I don't think the Harvester is gonna be good enough. I assume we're just gonna play it here then cut it, but I'm willing to try it. The scam is probably not worth it against Cub, right? Because even if you resolve the scam, you wouldn't have the biggest creature anyway. I think it would just be better with some removal spells. Let's try this. Part of the reason the scam's good is that you can just use it on opponents' removal spells as well, right, as a counter, but they don't have any, so that's less good. Man, it's just so much better being on the play, holy shit. Holy sheesher weeshers. Kavaero, Harvester. Another speaker would not be bad. Yeah, let's try another speaker actually. My hand's already good, and another speaker prevents it makes it impossible to have a bad top deck. Let's go speaker. Surak. If you get another speaker, I'm calling the judge. There's no problem with what we just did. First one will get countered. Second one won't get countered because I'm going to draw a Cavern. Fifth speaker would have went hard there, yes. I block. Do 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 da 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 do do do. Alright, the attack wasn't bad because they get the Surak back now, right? Can they get to 7/7? Instant creature. Ah, it's only instants and creatures, okay. I play a 4 mana 60/60. Decent 4-drop. Guys. They're not letting me play the game. The Cub Cabal. I swear wizards have invested in cubs, man. Every wizard employee has 100 cubs at home. The Cabal. The wizard's Cabal. That's my bad for missing that. No Surax, please, mate. Damn, I don't have double green or double blue. Yikes. Yikers. Deck. The deck wouldn't do this to us, would they? They wouldn't do us like this, would they, chat? Do we wait for green to hit the lantern? Or do we draw 2 cards? The problem with waiting for green is that they will just cycle it, right, and draw anyway. And who knows when that will actually happen. The pros of waiting for green is Oppo's not fucking doing anything anyway, so why not? Please tell me why. I'm waiting for a land 5 now, yeah. Take a covers. Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you, Oppo? 4-4 cub! Now what, a boy? Seems very titty binderish over there. Seems a little tide binderish. Or the spider counterspell, yeah. The Simic Elemental is insane, but both of the Sultai ones are really good, man. I think the Gruul one is maybe the best one. But it's also the hardest one to actually get into a deck, though. It's not the best colors in the world for a like a 6-mana card Gruul. Yeah, I know there's Gruul ramp decks every now and again, but not really. Okay, farm. Isn't that just alchemy and everyone hates that? Lol. Yeah, but the average person's a fucking moron, bro. The average person, like, tries to eat their dinner and pokes themselves in the eye with their fork, man. Who cares? Okay, but forks are complicated, they are. I will say, whoever invented the fork's a damn genius. If you had to cut a cutlery from your life, chat, what would you cut? The fork, the spoon, or the knife? You can only keep 2. Would it be the fork that goes? Would it be spoon and knife? Because I feel like there's things the spoon can do that the fork can't. And there's things that the fork can do that the spoon can't really do very well, but it can still do it badly at least, right? Because I feel like you need spoon and you need knife. So fork's gotta go. You don't need a knife, just chew. I guess, yeah. I guess you don't need a knife. A knife just makes it... I suppose you might be right. You can just pick it all up with a fork and just eat it, man. You might be right there. Is there anything that you cannot eat without a knife? Like there might be things that you can't eat in a civilized manner without a knife, but is there anything you cannot eat without a knife? No, the soup, you would have the spoon anyway, though, because you would have spoon and fork. So you would have spoon. It would be hard to cook the food without the knife, though. That's true. I guess that counts. I feel like I'm going crazy. People saying they can go without fork and knife. I think that is what people are saying. Like, soup is a great example, right? You can't, like... I mean, I guess you can eat soup without a spoon. Maybe there's just no individual cutlery that ruins all food if you don't have it. You can if you're a filthy animal, of course, but like no matter what you pick here, you're going to be a filthy animal with something in the end. There are 4 billion people right now in the world that eat without forks and knives. Yes, and they eat things that don't need forks and knives, dumbass. What are you talking about? Not every food needs a knife, a fork, or a spoon. But some foods need a knife, a fork, or a spoon. How is this bro casting an eye every turn? Alright, it's scamming time. Evoke my ass, please. Your brother said in army training you get so little time to eat, everyone just uses spoons for speed. I can see that. It's kind of weird that we've played... This is 2 matches in a row against an eye deck. You don't see eye every day. A shovel is just a big spoon. You know it's true. The Formidable Speaker. I mean, if they've got a counter spell, I guess we're a little cooked. Without a counter, it should be okay. The 8 of Black Sun. Each creature with mana value X or less loses all abilities until end of turn. Destroy those creatures. I would say an excavator is a spoon, yes. they're gonna deck, man. What a world. I don't know if they're gonna deck this turn, but it's gonna be close. The Eye and the Overlord are both kind of forced hits. Although I guess with the Reef we might have to destroy one of the Overlords here though. Because I do have 7 life points. Not great. Seems like quite a good Leyline of the Void matchup. Bonk, 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 bonk. Flockboy is probably quite nice here, huh? It is quite annoying for them to have to recast all those creatures. Go Leyline, we'll go Flocker. The Hex, I guess, is not doing too much. Snare? Yeah, it's okay. Oh, it's tricky to sideboard, man. It's tricky. Yeah, maybe let's try taking out the scam here and we'll bring in just our counter spells. It's flocking time, baby. I've still not had a single Leyline in any of the matchups where I've brought it in. Which is slightly cringe, but... The Formidable Speaker. They must be doing just a prankster or something. Moving on to liquid holders, what can we get rid of? Wine and champagne glasses for sure. So a lot of the restaurants around here have started like serving wine in just normal, like Glasses. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, it really just doesn't matter at all, but they have started doing it. A wine snob would never. Mason jars are sick though. They just look coolest, don't they? You know it's true, hipster or otherwise. If you could only choose one drinkable glass, then I'm going mason jar, I think. Hipster Stewer confirmed. Maybe. You might be right, you might be wrong. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that, please. Whoa, 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 partner. Emptiness and riddle diddle squiddles. Hold up, mason jars can have handles. But I'm the opposite, man. I didn't know they existed without handles. What do you mean? What's the advantage of a mason jar over a regular large tumbler? Looks cool, doesn't it? Vibes, mate. Vibes is the advantage. Only a fool would disrespect vibes when it comes to life. Vibes are for noobs. You may be right, you may be wrong, who knows? How many goddamn Oculuses has this opponent cast in this matchup? Jesus. But the Kavaero doesn't exile the eye because of the thrall. That's a weird interaction. Actually, game losing for us that it didn't get exiled, that's crazy. Why do I never draw the goddamn Leyline? Yeah, I guess I need to play. I need to do the flock and make a 4/4, huh? Well, it's not great, but. Complete disaster that didn't get exiled there, man. There's a store. This is probably the best matchup for Ardyn, yeah. Or like one of the ones where it'll be at its best. All my stuff is enters, yeah. I needed to find one of my actual removals. The sack trigger, no, that it will stay. It should stay in play, yeah. Entering does not cause the abilities to trigger, yeah, but it's not. I mean, I guess I could have cast it, sure, but it would just cost 2 life and I'd pay 2 life, right? I wouldn't actually, I'd still be dead on board. Graveyard mirror where they drew the sideboard. What a scam. What a scam. Seems like Kavaero is only a good deck, not a broken deck. It's a sad day.